Oh, yeah, brother. We got a big one this weekend. UFC 322 is live from Madison Square Garden in New York City, UFC's annual trip to the Big Apple to bring us a big showcase event with two title fights atop the main card. As typically is the case whenever UFC makes its way to Madison Square Garden, it does load up the entire main card, and this card is no exception. Every single fight on the main card is something I'm very much looking forward to. We have the main event. Jack Della Maddalena, the new welterweight champion, fresh off of his win against Bilal Muhammad. His first title defense is against Islam Makhachev, who is moving up in weight. He is the lightweight king, or at least was the lightweight king, relinquished his belt and is now moving up to 170 and is looking to become double champ status. Now, a lot has been made about Islam and his no longer needing to weight cut as much. He was a very big lightweight, and he looks like a natural welterweight at this new weight class. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out because Jack is a new champion. Uh, Obviously, put on a great performance against Bilal Muhammad, and I'm really interested to see is the size going to play a difference. Is Islam going to be able to run the same game at welterweight that he does at lightweight, the way he's just steamrolled through the rest of the competition? Um, I'm curious about that. Looking at the betting odds, it looks like Islam is actually pretty heavily favored to win this bout. But I kind of like Jack Della Maddalena at plus money. Plus 230. And I mean, obviously, he's a natural welterweight. Uh, is Islam going to be able to mix it up the same way that he has against the lightweights that he will against the welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena? Because we know when it comes to the striking, I would imagine that the advantage would go to Jack Della. I mean, we know Islam can strike, but Jack Della can definitely, I mean, that's his bread and butter. His bread and butter is his striking, and he put on that masterclass against Gilbert Burns a while ago. Obviously, did amazing against Bilal Muhammad, and the question is, can he do the same thing to Bilal to Islam? That's the question. Can he do the same thing that he did to Bilal to Islam? And I don't know. I almost want to say, um, I think I'll have Jack Della by decision. I don't think anybody's getting stopped in this fight. And if there is a stoppage, it probably would be Islam winning by submission. But I don't know. I have a nagging suspicion that I want to give Jack Della the advantage here and probably goes by a decision win. Now, this is really my main event. My favorite fight of the night is Valentina Shevchenko against Zhang Weili. Another fight similar to the last one that has a contender dropping their belt from a previous weight class, moving up in weight. In this case, Zhang Weili from China moving up, being the strawweight champion, relinquishing that belt, and is now looking to become the flyweight champion and become double champ status against the arguably the pound for pound number one in Valentina Shevchenko in women's MMA. I love this fight. I love everything about this fight. The only thing is, I feel like this fight is coming a little bit late in maybe the careers that both women have had going on. Both are getting up there in age. I believe Zhang Weili is 36 and Valentina is 37. So they're both a little bit getting out of their prime, but both have been very dominant in their weight classes. Um, I think the odds are right here to have Valentina as a favorite because Zhang Weili, while she has been a dominant champion at strawweight, I don't feel like has gone through the level of competition that Valentina Shevchenko has. And I honestly don't see a path of Zhang Weili's game that can actually catch Valentina. I mean, Valentina is a complete fighter. She is well rounded. She can strike, she can grapple, she can wrestle. She does it all. And so can Zhang Weili, but Zhang Weili's been doing it against smaller women in the strawweight division and hasn't finished anybody in quite some time. I mean, frankly, neither has Valentina. But Valentina, again, like there is a different size difference when it goes from moving from strawweight to flyweight. But Valentina recently, with her title defense against Manon Fiorot, Alexa Grasso, or those three fights that Valentina had against her, and then the performances that Valentina had at flyweight prior to that, I think outweighs the level of competition that Jean Weili's had as of late. I mean, I think she hasn't had a finish in quite a while. Um, she submitted Carla Esparza to get the belt back from when she had it prior. Dropped it to Rose Namajunas before that, and then it was Amanda Lemos, Tatiana Suarez, and then other just every competition that I just don't think stacks up to Valentina's record. Now there could be a surprise here. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. This fight can go either way. But I feel like the when it comes to the overall skills and familiarity with the weight class and experience, you got to give the edge to Valentina. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. So you're going to notice a theme on this card that the welterweight division is very much being showcased, and this is one of those welterweight fights. Um, we got Sean Brady as the favorite against Michael Morales, the up and comer that is bringing some new blood and some new excitement to the division. I personally feel like the odds makers have this one right with Sean Brady. I mean, his game is very well rounded, but he's going to bring that heavy wrestling and heavy grappling. And I don't think Morales has been tested like that. So I do want to give the edge. I think the odds makers have this one right for Sean Brady. Another welterweight showcase, the former champion Leon Edwards against Carlos Praches, who is just a fun character to follow in this sport. The odds makers have this leaning heavily towards Carlos Praches. Well, not heavily. I mean, minus 175. I mean, clearly he's a betting favorite. Leon coming in as an underdog. I don't know if I necessarily agree. To me, this fight is kind of a pick 'em. I think both are going to strike. And I think Leon's skills overall are probably better than Carlos Praches, but I really feel like momentum is a thing. And Leon, when he's put in uncomfortable situations, he tends to not rise to the occasion. So um, I want to give this slight edge to Praches, but it just depends on what version of Leon shows up in this fight. Personally, um, man, I could go either way, but if I had to make a pick, I'll probably go Praches. And to end the main card, we got Benil Dariush against Benoit Saint Denis. Now, Benil Dariush missed weight this morning, so take for that what you will. The odds makers have Benoit Saint Denis as the winner in this fight, the more than likely winner in this fight, and I tend to agree. But Benoit Saint Denis is a fun guy to watch fight. Benil Dariush is kind of on his way out of the sport, I feel like, and so yeah, I kind of agree with the odds makers on this one. Now, as far as what I'm excited for on the prelims, Bo Nickel against Rodolfo Vieira. So this is going to be a very wrestling slash grappling heavy exchange. Not a lot of strikes are probably going to get thrown in this one. I mean, we got the American wrestler versus the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner who's just amazing at his grappling game. So, I mean, his Jiu-Jitsu is phenomenal. ADCC winner, Abu Dhabi. I probably think that Bo Nickel takes this. I think Rodolfo Vieira has underperformed in the UFC, so we'll see what happens. And last but not least, another fight that I'm looking forward to in the women's flyweight division: Erin Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. Tracy, fun personality, but I just don't think her skills can match up to what Erin Blanchfield has to offer for this flyweight division in women's UFC. So I'm very familiar with Erin Blanchfield's game. I think she's put on some great performances. Has a couple of misses here and there, but for the most part, I really feel like Erin's overall skills and her game is going to just smother Tracy. I feel like we have Erin Blanchfield, not only a winner, but I feel like a winner by stoppage, whether that's knockout or submission, probably submission, but I feel like, yeah, Erin's going to take this one. And so there it is, UFC 322. I'm excited to see it. How about you?